Here's an awesome upper body paired set. I like to use this as a finisher. It's a push-up, what we call the push-up triple threat. I'm gonna show you two versions. So even if you can't do a push-up on your own, I got a version for you. First, I'm gonna show you a version that you can, for those who can do push-ups on their own and for those who are good at push-ups. Then I'll show you the regressed version if you can't do push-ups. And then I'll show you what we pair it with, which is a resisted scapula retraction, regardless of which of the versions that you do. So I'm going to show you the whole triple threat, then I'll go over the details. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double the band. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Actually, the triple threat for the advanced version, so if you're already pretty good at push-ups, starts with a band resisted push-up. Now notice how I have this set up. Hands here, going through, open up, and then bring this at the middle of the back. So I'm going to do as many reps as I can do with band resisted push-ups. Once I can't do any more reps, you can rest up to 30 seconds on this. Then I'm going to get rid of the band. So keep in mind, triple threat, 3 different versions of push-ups. Then I'm just going to do regular push-ups, as many reps as I can do. Rest up to 30 seconds. And then I'm going to do band assisted push-ups. Now that's where I double the band over. I'll get into the details of how to do this in a bit. And then I finish out with band anti-loop assisted push-ups. Okay, now that's the triple threat if you can do push-ups on your own and you're fairly good. What if you can't do push-ups on your own? Here's how you do the triple threat. You start here with anti-loop assisted push-ups. Then, when you can't do any more of those, you take the anti-loop off, but keep it set up like that. We'll go over the setup here in a moment. And then you go to kneeling push-ups. And you do as many as you can do. There. Rest up to 30 seconds. Then you go back to the assisted version. And then you do kneeling assisted push-ups. See that? No problems, only solutions, right? And then regardless of which way that you finish, the superset or the paired set finishes with resisted scapula retractions. It works really nice as a paired set because you're already in the setup for it. So you're using the anti-loop resistance across your chest to resist getting your shoulder blades back. Look at the angle of my arms when I do this. Big thing here, just like with push-ups, you want to keep your torso straight. You don't want to let your head sag. You don't want to let your hips sag. Same thing here. I don't want to see your hips go forward. Just shoulders back, chest up. Shoulders back, chest up. Now, let's talk about some of the details of how to get into this setup, manipulating the resistance, so on and so forth. First, if you're wondering how I got the band set up like this, what I did with my hands is I have the label in the middle, that's where the strap is, and all I'm doing is I'm just putting a figure 8 in the band and then overlapping it, and it gets these 2 loops. Now see how it's kind of uneven? No problem, that'll work itself out. Put it on like you're putting on a sweater or a jacket or a shirt, and then when you just spread your arms out, it goes even. Get it all the way up against your chest, and there you have it. Now there's one caveat here. If you're very petite shoulders, very, very petite shoulders, this band's just gonna slip off. For the majority of folks, this band will not slip off you and this will work fine. Now, and then you're set up not only for the assisted push-ups, but for the resisted scapular retractions. Now, how did I set up the band resisted push-ups? Because the way I set them up is different than the way I see it done often. So what I'm not doing, because this is how I often see it done, is a lot of people will just put their hands through the band, flip it over their back, and they're off and running. That's not bad, but the band is all flopping around. It can hit you in the back of the head. It's not very secure. So instead, what you do, my preference, is we go around the back, and you're going to put on a belt. And from here, watch this. My 4 fingers, no thumb, goes over the top and underneath. The thumb is out. Same thing here. 4 fingers. So just take your thumb away, put those 4 fingers from underneath thumb out like this. Now you don't have to wedge the band up, no problem. Look, just open your arms up and just move it up that way. And now you're ready to go. And it's very secure there, and it stays nice and tight and smooth. Lastly, we have two different tensions of NT loop. The red is the lighter tension. The blue NT loop is the heavier tension. So, if I want more resistance for my NT loop resisted push-up, that's with the NT loop across your back, use a blue band. If you want more assistance for your NT loop assisted push-ups, also use the blue band. So you have a lot of room to adjust these exercises based on your own strength level, depending on which NT loop that you use. It's an awesome paired set.